Hey guys, so it's time for another plugin battle, and this time it's Prophet 5. I have Model 80 by Softube, which was recently released, and I have Prophet V by Arturia. So I'm gonna try and point out what is similar, what is different. I'm gonna show you how to use them, but we're not going to do any deep dive or anything like that. I have them both covered in the channel as a deep dive, so check it out. I'm going to put the links in the description of this video. Let's get started. All right, so which is which? Now, to get started, let's go through the user interface. I'm already going to point out some similarities and some differences. So let's get started with the Prophet 5V and by Arturia. And what I got here, first of all, is the traditional layout of things. So on the right side, we have the volume, we have the master tuning, we have the amplifier ADSR envelope, and we have then the filter, we have the mixer, we have oscillator 1 and oscillator 2, we have the wave shape selector, so you can see on the top that we have the sawtooth and the square, and we have the pulse width, and we have the sync. And for the second oscillator, we have, again, the frequency, we have fine tuning, and we have three different shapes. So we have the sawtooth, we have the triangle and the square with the pulse width, and it can be used as a low frequency oscillator. So we have that switch right here. And then on the far left, we have the modulations, and we have the LFO and the wheel modulation, which you can use. So by the way, let me show you. And so that is great. This is the classic recreation, only in this plugin we also have arpeggiator. So this is probably the place where the original had the program selectors, the presets, and here we have an arpeggiator. So let me just quickly turn it on. And we have number of octaves. Right, and we have the pattern, so it can go up or down or up and down and so on. And it can be synced to our BPM. And here Arturia just added this recently, the options to sync by hertz, by just sync it straight, or maybe triplets or dotted. So this is really nice. And that's something you will not find in the Softube. So let's jump over to the Softube, and I will get back to Arturia in a moment to show you the advanced tab. So Model 80, again, classic kind of UI. We have the pitch on the top, then we have unison, which we didn't really see in the Arturia one. We also have this release button right here, aging, which is supposed to give us that kind of organic aging feeling. And we have the volume right here. Then we have the filter and its envelope, and we have the amp envelope, the ADSR here. We have the mixer, the two oscillators, and we also have the sort of original program banks right here, so we can just click those. I don't want to click it because I actually tuned both of them to sound as similar as I can, and I'm going to show you that in the scope and in the frequency analyzer in a moment. Then again, we have the voice modulations, we have the global modulation right here, which is basically the same idea as with the Arturia one, and again we have that same mod wheel modulations. So now let's talk a little bit about some advanced features that we can find in both. So first of all, in the Model 80, we also have this unison right here. So I can click this on. Then we have the number of unison voices, and we also have this detuning dial. Pretty nice, right? So next, let's see some more stuff that we can find in the Model 80. If you click this triangle, this little arrow right here, we will get this expanded panel. And we have the quantize cutoff to quantize our cutoffs musically. We also have invert voice modulation, so it can go not only on the positive side, but also on the negative side. If you want to learn more about this, check my channel for the full review. And we have some other things that you can tweak here, like the aftertouch, and we have the pan spreading and the pitch bend range. Nice. So now let's see what else we have with the Arturia that we can't really find in either the original or in this Model 80. So I'm going to click this bar right here and we'll go back to Arturia. So here we have, like all the other Arturia recreations, the plugins, we have this advanced mode. And now you can see that there's a lot more things to use. So first of all, we have modulations. We can turn it on and you can see that we have LFO and we have a function that we can just program, and then we can set the destination. So we have two destinations. I can use this to, for example, change the filter cutoff, and we need to set the amount. So I'm going to use that right here. So this is the destination. So that's the idea here. And I'm not, again, going into the details. Let's turn it off. We have some other stuff that we can do, like modulations using the velocity, aftertouch, modulation wheel, and keyboard tracking. And they all have 3 different destinations you can program. And in addition to that, we also have effects. So this is really great. So if you click this drop down right here, you'll see a lot of different high quality effects that are included, like the delay, tape delay, we have phase delay, we have reverb. Right, and we can add some more stuff right here. So let's go with this flanger. And we can add another one. Let's go with the tape echo. And all of that is amazing and it sounds great. I really love this one. So let's close this for now. And as you can see, both of them can be resized. It can go small or large, whatever fits your screen. And let's see, with the Model 80, again, you can resize. Pretty cool stuff. So I set both of them to their Init preset. Let's have a quick listen. That's the Model 80. And now the Arturia Prophet V. They really don't sound the same. So now what I had to do is I had to put them both on the same octave. And as you can see, the Model 80 is very low. So I'm going to just tweak that to C2. And that still doesn't sound the same because the filter keyboard tracking is on with the Prophet 5 by Arturia. So I'm going to turn it off. And also the volume isn't really the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the keyboard tracking because I want to have a more wider range. And also, by the way, if you look at the Init preset by Arturia, you'll see that the cutoff is really somewhere around 6. So I'm gonna just dial it all the way to the right. So now it's really wide open, but you can see that this goes up to 6,214 hertz, while the Model 80 is 7,300. Not really the same. Still, let's have a quick listen. So this is the Model 80 and Prophet V. So I guess we need to just dial them back and set the volume. So I'm gonna just tweak that. So that's the Model 80, just a bit more out there. And if we look closer, we'll see something here. So the mixer right here in the Prophet V by Arturia is again around 6. So I'm gonna set that to 10. Much better. So don't get fooled by these Init presets. Just make sure, if you're comparing at home, make sure that you're on the same page here with both of them. And what I've done is I just created my own versions of the Init presets. So let me load them back. Right, so they are loaded. Let's have a listen to the Arturia version and Softube. I have to say they sound very similar. So let's have another go. I'm just gonna play a little sequence that I have. So they are just alternating. And as you can see with the oscilloscope and with the analyzer, they look pretty much the same. Now it's time for some conclusions. So I never played the original unit, the original Prophet 5 hardware synth, but these two plugins do sound very similar, and I really like both of them. They sound very thick and very organic, and they both did great job. Now, the Arturia does bring a lot of extra stuff like the modulations, the effects, and some hidden panel that I'm going to show you in a moment. And the Model 80 does bring the unison unit. We have the aging option here, and we have that hidden panel on the right side with some extra stuff. And so let me show you the Arturia hidden panel. So if you click this panel here, you'll see that you have extra controls for the voices. So there's voice dispersion. I remember the first time to see this with the OBXA. So you can check my my channel for a review on that one as well. And so that's really great. You can create some very interesting sounds and movement with the panning and the pitch variations right here. So this is really nice. And that is pretty much what I wanted to show you guys. Let me know in the comments which one you liked more, if I missed anything, and if you want to see some more stuff, or if you want to see a follow-up video on that one. And I know some folks told me to compare this with Yuhi Repro, so I'm going to do that as well as soon as I have a copy, or maybe I'll just download the demo. I'm going to put links for everything in the description of this video and in the comments, and I'll see you guys very soon. Thanks, and bye-bye.